Good afternoon, YouTube faithful. Welcome to my channel. Name's Captain Crush. The game is picking at least 2 solid quality plays for you today. I'm going to do my best to dig through here and see what we can come up with. I do these lives. The editing's done by me. I'm a one-man show. Sorry for the delay, but hey, takes time to cook. These Twitter cappers that just put out these little plays that already circle around and pass out all the good plays, then I have to come on here and find completely different plays to talk about so I can provide you value. Now, if you want to be entertained and you want to gain some knowledge, sit down, hit the like button, most importantly, subscribe, and stay tuned because I will talk that talk and walk that walk, buddy. So, I got a couple of house cleaning things to get out of the way, and first things first, I'm going back to the featured comments. It's story time with Captain Crush. Let's go! Today's featured comment comes from TikTok brain Mike Zalonzi 56130. The video is too long and at some point I could not follow and I turned it off. Well, what do you say to someone like that? Well, what did I say? I said, brother, you need to not gamble with that TikTok brain. You're never going to win. Please uninstall. Brother, I can't imagine coming on someone else's free video, free content that actually smashed yesterday. I got receipts and telling me that the video's too long and you couldn't follow. Your inability to have some type of a 3rd grade level of comprehension is not my problem. And most importantly, I don't want to hear about it. So take a hike, but thanks for the engagement. And number 2, I got 3. Dude, your picks always lose. First of all, anyone that comes on here and comments and takes the time to comment and says my picks always lose, you are literally so far behind in the race, you almost didn't make the video. But I appreciate your comment, buddy. My picks always lose. Again, I got receipts coming. I love when they say this. There's other people that say this too. I know DFS Skywalker deals with this too because he mentions it too. You guys crack me up. Your picks always lose. I love you, man. I love you, Leonandre2169. And then the GOAT comment. Bro, you destroyed him. Mitchell points plus Derek White points. Big one. These guys respect coin. Absolutely they do. Always gonna leave it with a positivity comment. Appreciate it, buddy. Martin Camaro, Ski8170. Appreciate that feedback, my brother. Now, before I get started, over on Chalkboard today, there's a free square. It's Joel Embiid. Hopefully this video's out before because it expires at 2 p.m. Eastern. But if it does expire, I got something else for you. Did you tail yesterday's Chalkboard slip? One of them chalked because the last leg was Fox, but the 3-man cashed. And you can always take alternate lines. Promo code CRUSH on Chalkboard and I'll give you the 30-day free trial. In addition, you can take advantage of the free square promos. They always have promos. There is a limit of $10 on the free squares, but the other promos, they don't have any limits. No limits, baby! Masterpiece style for the old heads. And with that, today's Chalkboard slip is Joel Embiid over 29.5 points, J-Val Valanciunas over 13.5 points, and Tyrese Halliburton 23.5 real points. These are the 3 that I like. It's 20 to win 40. I know it's a double up. I am doing a ladder challenge in my Discord. I'm trying to do a double up today, and then I will take the 40 and double it up and so forth and so forth. So all 3 of these lines are alternate juiced lines, and that is why the payout is small. But you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of Chalkboard. There is alternative lines, and that's why they're called alternative. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. That is that. Let's cash. I will give a recap of my plays yesterday that I went for on YouTube and Discord shortly, but first, I want to get into this slate and break this puppy down. Had to get my house in order. But the first man that I'm going to talk about is going to be Joel Embiid, the MVP. You guys know, you automatically know that I was going to target Joel Embiid, didn't you? How many times does Captain Crush ride Joel Embiid? For better, for worse. Pause. Nope, resume. We're good to go. You can literally take Joel Embiid at 33.5 points. He's probably going to only play 3 quarters. I get all that. The Pistons are more poverty than anyone else in the world right now. And that includes the comment guy that says your picks always lose. Okay? They're more poverty than that, believe it or not. Now, it's a great matchup for Joel Embiid. Anytime he's in a matchup, it's always a great matchup. But yes, I get all that, folks. The blowout's scary. It scares the pants off me, but I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend to predict a blowout. And you know what? The Pistons may come out and shock the world world because I'm sure the money line on the Pistons is an absurd amount, and I know the money's probably 99% on Philly to win, so maybe, just maybe, something crazy happens, you know? Okay, so Joel Embiid, 33.5 points. If you want to take his first half fantasy score once they put it up, let's see if they got it, and try to give yourself immunity from a blowout situation, you can do either one of these. First half fantasy, 17 points. I am taking some Joel Embiid tonight. I took his R plus A at 17.5 on Sleeper. Any of those are in play. And again, I will repeat, yes, the blowout does concern me, folks, but I don't try to predict blowouts. I think it's a fool's errand. So I'm just going to follow the math. I got him projected for 35 points. Hopefully he plays 34 minutes. If he plays 34 minutes, he's getting 34 points. Take it to the bank. If he only plays 30 minutes, well then chalk it all. That's just the world we live in, Kyle. Now, you can still get exposure to that matchup. You have a little bit of Melton, Harris, Maxey. My favorite would be Mr. Maxey at 27.5 points. I had him earlier at 26.5. Then the Twitter mob started touting him, so now he's bumped up, of course, which is why I pivoted to Joel Embiid. Same matchup, same everything. Obviously, Tyrese Maxey has an easier path. His line's only at 27.5. But if he can get 28 points, Joel Embiid can get 34. Both of these guys are going to have to play extended minutes, okay? That's the key to all of it. If you're afraid of the blowout, then hammer the unders. You could also target Maxey's assist if you can find it. I believe I got it at 6.5 on Sleeper. It's not there on PrizePicks at the moment, but it's 100% in play. Now, who else do we got? The next guy that I'm going to talk about needs no introduction. You already know who it is. It's the hobo incarnate himself, Brandon Ingram. And once again, he's facing the Poverty Wizards, and he's in an elite matchup. The Wizards, my goodness, my brothers in Christ, it bumped up to 6 just as sure as I'm sitting here. It was at 5.5, and they moved it to 6. Am I still going to target it? Yes, I got him in at 5.5, and now I'm telling you to find it at 5.5, whether it be Chalkboard, Sleeper, Parlay Play, all the links in the description, buddy. The code is CRUSH. Crush it, and you will too. But even at 6 assists, I think it's in play because it gives you that crispy push equity, buddy. It's all about push equity. If he's going over 5.5, he's going to land on 6 anyways, so then maybe he gets the upside of 7. I still can recommend it. This is going to be a personal choice, a gut call. Your own gut, buddy. You got to flex your biceps, flare your lats, and decide if you're going to take that bump because, my brother in Christ, I can't make that decision for you. So you let me know what you decide in the comments, but let me make my case. I posted this last night in the Discord. It was only a matter of time before it got bumped up with that minus 128 across the books, okay? Check it out. He's hit this in 6 of his last 10, but look at this. If you switch this to show only away games, he does even better. So in his last 20, he's hit this of 9 of 20, but if you switch it to only away games, it now goes 13 of 20. How does he facilitate better on the road? I don't know, but it's the way it is. Washington, bang, ranked 30th in assists allowed. On top of that, elite matchup. The Wizards are poverty. This app comes in clutch, boys. It's Outlier Bet. People call it Outlier. I call it Outlier. I like to go against the grain. I like calling it Outlier. Outlier sounds like a court case, okay? Outlier Bet, promo code CRUSH. You'll get 30 free days. I'm pretty sure they still honor it. The link is in the description as well. It's pretty decent. You can change the home and away splits and everything else. Brandon Ingram over 5.5 assists. The read is there. I'm telling you. You see the stats. You see the numbers. The Vegas book, the model has him at 6. Everything checks out. So hopefully he respects our coin today. You dig? You know what? I just realized something live because I do all these videos live, my brother. I literally clear the board out a lot, and that's probably why comment guy said he couldn't follow along because he's skipping through the video, not listening to anything, just looking for an end of list. So for you, I love it. I hope you lose, buddy. I hope you get confused. Here, look, guy that's skipping around. Less. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trolling you hard like that, buddy. I'm trolling you. Let's keep it moving and go to the crispy, handy dandy notepad and see what she has cooked up. All right, she's got Joel Embiid, Brandon Ingram. Also, Brandon Ingram, 11.1 potential assists per game. That's actually clutch. Does better on away games at facilitating. Next up, Scotty Barnes. 1.32 fantasy points per minute with a crispy bacon 24% usage rate. You may be asking yourself, Cap Crush, what is a usage rate? I'm new. I don't know what that means. It's how many times the player has the rock or the ball in his hands and quantify it into a number. We can't quantify it into a number any other way. We call it a usage rate. So that means a high usage rate means he's got the ball in his hands a lot, which means potential for fantasy score and turnovers, unfortunately. Just ask Darren Fox. You sold the bag. The Kings didn't even show up last night. They came in, they laid down. The Clippers, 1, 2, 3, count it, new champ. Clippers pinned them. It was a burial. It was a squash match. It was embarrassing, and unfortunately, Fox and Zubac didn't play even close to a full game, and they sold the bag. But I'm going to rant about that in a few moments. For now, we got Scotty Barnes. Everybody's favorite Scotty Barnes. Talk about a community darling, Scotty Barnes. Everybody loves Scotty Barnes except one man, and that man is me. I have no interest in Scotty Barnes, but I got him projected to go over 45 fantasy points today, and he's in an elite matchup. You take all that stuff, you mix it in a pot, and you get Captain Crush taking the over. I'll take my shot across anyone playing the Atlanta Hawks. They just don't play defense. They just don't have any interest in playing defense. You know what I'm saying? So I will take Scotty Barnes at 45 fantasy score. And the one time I target him, I'm telling you right now, I don't have ban lists except for the poverty teams. I ban teams, but not players. I tell you right now, if I take Scotty Barnes, finally, I'm never on Scotty Barnes. Pause, no pause, resume. I'm never on him. If I take him today over, which I will, and he sells me, I might just put him on the list and not the good list. You dig? You hear what I'm telling you right now? Scotty, I need you to respect my coin, and those that are going to tail the Crush man, I need you to respect our coin. You're playing the Hawks. I need blocks and steals. I need it all, brother. Like, I need the air that we breathe. So Scotty Barnes, you just made the list. Now, there's two more men that I'm going to talk about. And yes, they are men. And number uno is Tyrese Halliburton, baby. But what do we target from Tyrese Halliburton? Well, you could take his points, you could take his fantasy score, you could take his assists, you could even take his P+A, which is what? Where you at here? 40.5. You could take either one of those, but where am I going? I'm probably just going to take the fantasy score. Got him projected for 55. I want to show you something. Let me go back to the notepad to show you guys something real quick. All right, 1.62 fantasy points per minute with a 26% usage rate, and lo and behold, Giannis also has a 1.62 fantasy point per minute with a massive 33% usage rate. Tyrese and Giannis have the same fantasy point per minute. Can you believe it? This is 2023, folks. Now, this is going to be a sweat because Tyrese could literally turn this ball over more times than I can count. So it will be a sweat. However, I need exposure to one of these guys. I didn't know which one I was going to do. I almost landed on Buddy Hield, but I just couldn't do it. So I had to go with Tyrese. Remember the trend. Guards obliterate Milwaukee. Kobe White. Remember Kobe White? Everybody goes off that plays guard against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's just a thing. I don't even know why, but it is what it is. So Tyrese Halliburton, I'm taking your fantasy score. I hope you respect coin. He's put up two stinkers. He's due, but these are tough matchups. Detroit was a blowout. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. The Lakers, that was that in-season tournament one. But looky here. December 7th against this same matchup, he dropped a 60 bomb. And that is what I am chasing today over here in this matchup. Now, you can take just his points. I think he could put up 40 real points tonight. Either one of these, you have to decide. You get my blessing on both. I took the alternate line over on Chalkboard with 23.5, and I think that it's hitting. And the last man I'm going to talk about for this video needs no introduction. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You can target his fantasy score, albeit I think it's a little bit too high. In fact, my model has it projected under. Now, my model called Zubac yesterday going under, and I didn't listen, and I paid the price, but it was a blowout, so I can't count it. However, Giannis is projected to go under too. I have him for like 60, which is still crazy. 59 or 60, I can't remember off the top of my head, but 62 is a crazy high number. But if there's anyone and there was ever a matchup to get it, it would be this one. He just played them, and he got 57. Remember, it was that tournament. It was a sweat. He had a couple turnovers in the end and he gave up in the fourth quarter. But personally, I'm most likely just going to target his points. I got a better line on Chalkboard once again at 33, but it does have push equity here at 35. I will take it. Hopefully he hits. I know this is going to be his ceiling game that is required. Either one of these two as a run back with Tyrese, folks. I know it's scary. These are not core plays. The core plays Ingram and Scotty Barnes and Embiid. However, I will have exposure to this game. And if you don't want to target Giannis, just like I tell you guys all the time, you can still stay in the same game and go elsewhere. You could go to Malik Beasley if you really want to throw dice, or you could just go to Dame Time Lillard and hopefully he goes off today. Either one of those are fine. I will talk about all this stuff and more in my daily live stream today coming up. Yesterday's live stream was delayed, unfortunately. It ended up being a late night stream and we only got to do the one game and it chalked us, but I had to do some personal things. My girl's tire went flat and I had to go fix it, so we missed the live stream, but there will be one today at 4:30 or 5 Central. And if you are interested in getting more Captain Crush, you go to CaptainCrush.net. We do this every video. CaptainCrush.net gold package. That'll get you my model projections, my playlist, my community, which has a bunch of sharps, which I'm about to shout them out right now, and you get access to the live stream. Now, somebody was in the Discord the other day and said this perfectly. If you're just coming in the Discord to get a playlist, you're never going to be satisfied. It's always going to be 55% to 56% on a list format, which means 6 of 10, 5 of 7 of 11, and so forth. Because at the end of the day, it's still a 50-50 proposition. No matter how good the reads are, no matter how good the play is, it's still variance, folks. Unless you're just betting straight bets every day, it's always going to be a sweat, okay? But if you do join that gold package and you are in my Discord, it's going to look something like this for projections every single day for the NBA slate. I will give you a fantasy point projection, a point projection, rebounds, assists, turnovers, and it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I'm having my website built where it'll be better and more improved. That will be coming shortly, but you will get access to this. And you will get access to playlist, which look like this. Yesterday's taco pair was Tatum, more 22.5 points, and Joker, less 29.5 points. Everybody should have got this. I put it through the dub club so everybody could see it. He did get ejected, but honestly, he wasn't getting 30 points anyways, folks. He had 4 at the time of his ejection. He was crushing rebounds, though, so cash this. Had this one here as well. Curry, cash. Davis and LeBron went nuclear, chalk 'em. Derek White, cash. Draymond Green, cash. And then over here, White cash, Luka cash both, Fox chalked it, Zubac chalked it, same game, Joker cash, Mitchell cash, Curry hooked, and the Curry combo, which I talked about right here, cashed, Kobe White cash, Draymond Green cash, and Devin Booker also ended up cashing his assists and his points. So if you want access to all of that, folks, you go to, again, CaptainCrush.net gold package. This is the winning slip section, and the reason I'm showing you this is to shout out a dude that's in the cord who's been feeding the masses in the esports. Now, I'm not an esports guy. I don't pretend to be, but he does his job. Him and Retro and a few others hold this esport thing down. I don't know what they do, what they cook. I beg them to tail slips for me, and they never do because there's so many slips to tail. I can't get to them all. But Retro fed everybody yesterday with the esports. So, buddy, I appreciate you hooking my cord up. I'm thankful for you guys and what you're doing in the esports. I know I don't tell you guys enough. Appreciate it. A lot of people crushed yesterday. If you followed White, and Mitchell and the under on Jokic, it was hard to miss. But we don't win every night, and nobody does. I don't care what anyone tells you. You're not going to win every night. Do not join a Discord, mine or anyone else's for that matter, thinking that you're going to win every night or that you're entitled to win every night, because it ain't hitting. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you. What, brother? I just passed 10K, and now I'm almost to 11K subscribers. Continue to smash the like button. Continue to like and comment and subscribe, and I will always be grateful. I will continue to call out the clowns, and I will continue to flex on Fridays, and we got Friday coming up, and good luck in all your contests. Here's the salute, and as always, my brothers in Christ, let's crush.